By now, most people have heard the story that's going on in the news about the mother who was jumped by walking home with her two children, a 9-year-old son and her daughter. They were jumped by a group of kids. I remember growing up when I moved from Bed-Stuy to Fort Greene. Two different animals. In Bed-Stuy, I never had any problems really. Everybody seemed to like me. I didn't have no issues in school, nothing like that. When I moved to Fort Greene, it was a little bit different. So, thank God that my uncles were like involved very much so in my life, you know. And so one of my uncles, he flat out told me, he was like, Kat, you gonna have to know how to fight because you got a smart mouth. Now, my other uncle, he's really responsible for teaching the majority of my cousins and myself how to defend ourselves. He was big on that. He was like, you don't start no shit, but don't let nothing go down. You definitely finish it. He was about that life for real. And if you my cousin, you know exactly which uncle I'm talking about. Now, don't get me wrong. I had friends and stuff like that. But in Fort Greene, it was at that time, it was in the 90s. And it was very much, you know, you got to be ready for whatever. Because it doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy. Somebody going to try you. I remember one time I got in a fight with this boy named Tutu. And I beat up him and his brother, but that's another story. When it was getting down to it, you know what I'm saying? My uncle had to step in and be like, look, you know, this is my niece, whoop, whoop, whoop. And of course, he scared him up a little bit or whatever. But I had beat him up, so it didn't matter to me. But he let him know, okay, this happened, but you better not put your hands on my niece no more. Because she's a woman. She's a girl, you know. And I was thankful that for having those male presence in my life, which were my uncles, because it's not like if I would have brought my mother out there or my grandma out there, it wouldn't have gave the same effect as having a male presence. And so, but this little boy, he does have a male presence in his life. His father or stepfather or whatever is in his life. But I feel like you have to, it's so important to also teach your children how to adapt to different surroundings. Like, you have to switch up. Now, I'm not saying that, oh, now his son needs to be a gangbanger or he needs to be out there doing, no, but he has to have that confidence in him to protect himself. Because if 2 years ago, if the first kid that stepped to him would have got chin checked, then this wouldn't be carried on for 2 years. Like, that's a long time. 2 years.